Jonesy, a fairly emphatic victory this afternoon in the quarterfinals of the Papa John's Cup. You must be pleased with that performance.
Yeah, definitely. We're really pleased with our first half. I thought our first half was amazing. Playing obviously into kind of a fairly kind of heavy breeze into our faces. I think the lads kind of really held the ball well and were patient again, like what we kind of spoke about last week. And we built some really kind of good phases and we scored some really good tries, which was pleasing to see. And so no, it was good. And I think 30 odd points at half time was really kind of easy. We could kind of manage the game in the second half, which was quite good for us. And we got some guys on the bench, some kind of good game time, and a few lads in different positions as well, which was really good.
Yeah, because ahead of the game, you knew nothing about Aspatria, so it was all the unknown. And to be fair to them, they've fronted up to your side, and in the first 10-15 minutes, had you not been on it, they'd have scored, and they could have potentially turned the result in their favour.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we knew obviously that the lads were kind of going to come pretty hard in the first kind of like 10-15 minutes, so we need to make sure that we kind of controlled the game and we controlled areas that we played in. I thought we held the ball really well, but I thought our defense was probably the best that we've seen all kind of season. The lads really fronted up for each other today, and we spoke about it after the game that we didn't kind of really give an inch, and as I said, like we spoke about the wind, but like we gave up a lot of territory, but we didn't give up any kind of points, and that was huge for us. So it's something that we're kind of really kind of pleased about at this time of the year, and hopefully we can kind of take forward into the next game.
I think you were probably fairly clinical as well in that first half. I mean, I try and think maybe one opportunity in the first 5 minutes that you coughed up, but apart from that, every time you entered the 22, you came away with points.
Yeah, it's exciting, and the lads are kind of breaking. We probably threw kind of a little too many kind of light balls away, but once we held on and kind of sped up the ruck play, it worked a lot kind of better for us, and that way we kind of managed to kind of secure the kind of ball and ended up kind of scoring a few kind of tries. Were really good kind of team tries. They weren't kind of like, there was obviously a couple of individuals, but the team tries I thought were amazing, and probably from about 60-70 metres out on a few occasions, which was really good to see.
I guess what's pleasing for you as well is just how relentless your side were this afternoon, because when Aspatria's discipline started to go and mistakes started to come in, you were fairly quick to snap up on them and put points on the board, even in the 60th, 70th and 80th minute.
Yeah, well, we said that, look, we're a fit team. We know that we're a fit team, and we need to kind of use that to our advantage. And the last kind of couple of weeks, the lads have kind of come with kind of big boys, and like we said, the first kind of 20-30 minutes are quick, but if we can move them around on our kind of big pitch, then we know they're going to get tired, and we know we can get a few of those kind of lads isolated, and we did that really well today. I thought Geordie played really well at 9. I thought he kind of sped the kind of game up really well, and a few kind of quick taps that worked in our favour, which was really kind of pleasing to see. I thought Bobby had one of his kind of best games. And thoroughly deserved his kind of man of the match. I thought Aaron's first kind of 80-minute stance was really good as well. It was pleasing to see, and Seb's just getting better and better every time I give him a new position. He seems to take it with open arms, and yeah, again, that's kind of really good to see as a good young player coming through.
I guess that stems back to that early in pre-season where you started quite early and you did a lot of work in the gym and a lot of fitness work behind the scenes. Right now you're reaping the rewards of that, aren't you? That you're fairly 2 or 3 weeks into the off-season, essentially, and your lads are still able to play 80 minutes and put in 100% performances.
Yeah, that's it. And I think growing a squad, I think this year has been huge as well. Obviously, we had 4 or 5 guys kind of away today, and we still had 22 players out there, and everyone was filling a spot and actually kind of competing and doing really well, which was great to kind of see. So we're really kind of the lads are really kind of enthusiastic and looking forward to kind of going through obviously next round and seeing what kind of happens.
So you're through to the business end, as you say, of the cup, through to the semi-finals. Again, is it the same message every single week, down to Tuesday, Thursday, business as usual, ready to potentially book a place at Doncaster Phoenix in a couple of weeks? Yeah,
it's an amazing occasion. We've got to the place of a semi-final, which is obviously knockout footy, and the best team's going to win, and you've got to show up with an attitude that you're kind of ready to play and you want to kind of be a part of that final. And we haven't kind of really had the opportunity to get anywhere near kind of a final, not since the Yorkshire Cup, probably 7-8 years ago, I think now. So to put ourselves in a semi-final, the the Yorkshire Cup maybe a couple of years ago against Driftfield, and we let ourselves kind of down a little bit with that kind of performance. So we've got an opportunity to play a team that we've never kind of played before. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm not sure whether or not it's obviously home and away. We'll find out that soon. But yeah, going up against a team that obviously kind of beat Morley, so they know that they're going to be a decent side, and we'll have a look. I'll be honest, we don't really kind of know too much about them, so we'll have a little bit of a look about them and do some homework on that. And then, yeah, we've booked ourselves another week of work, and the boys are looking really kind of keen to kind of get involved and get amongst it.